welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda, also known as Cake and Weights. And if you're new here, thank you so much for joining us today. So this is one of my favorite topics, quite honestly. Confidence and positive affirmations. So my core belief, the belief that we have here at Cake and Weights, is that life is way too short to not be confident, right? I hear all the time, this summer, I just want to feel comfortable on the beach in my bikini. Let's cut that, right? You know, I think that we should all be striving to be confident in our skin, confident on the beach in our bikini. We should be feeling confident, not just settling for comfortable, right? Comfortable should be like literally the bare minimum, and then we should be striving to find that confidence. Yes, life's too short to not be confident. I think we should all be like walking around like, I know I'm the shit. I know I got the swagger. I know I got the good body. And in order to get there, positive affirmations, in my belief, is huge to gain the confidence. So positive affirmations, basically, they might feel weird when you first start. Like, you kind of have to fake it until you make it, right? Because we're kind of ingrained, I feel like, to talk negatively about ourselves, to just be like our own worst critics and be like seeing the worst in ourselves and just repetitively telling ourselves negative things, which is really messed up, right? Like, would you go up to your best friend and be like, your hair does not look good today. Did you gain 2 pounds? Yeah. You know, like, you're not going to talk to anybody else that way, so why the heck would you talk to yourself that way? Like, just seriously, like, audit the way that you're thinking, that you've thought about yourself today, yesterday. Like, how have your thoughts been? Have they been negative or positive? Probably more on the negative side until you shift to find that positivity and find, like, almost like your body's like craving, like your mind's craving that positivity from yourself. So, positive affirmations are basically like an I am statement. They don't always have to be I am, because it can be something like, I believe in myself, I choose who I become, but a lot of them it's like, I am strong, I am brave. I also love the ones that's like, I love my arms, I love my legs, I love my stomach, I love my shoulders. Like, you kind of go through every single body part. I love my feet. You know, like, you just kind of go through your whole thing, and it's like, even if you don't believe it, you know, like, even if you don't love your tummy, you're going to tell yourself you love your tummy, because when you tell yourself enough, you start to believe it. And what's the point of walking through life being like, I hate my body? Even if you're working on yourself, like, that should not be your motivation. Hating yourself shouldn't be your motivation. Your motivation should be to continually get better, but it shouldn't come from a place of hate. It should come from a place of like, I want to improve myself, you know? Like, you don't have to hate yourself to improve yourself. You can just love yourself and be like, and I love myself so much, I want to continue to improve my life, my quality of life, my physique, my health, you know? That's how it should be. It shouldn't come from a place of hate. And we have Nugget coming to join us now. I knew it wouldn't last long where it'd be like nice and pretty with the couch all to myself. No, I knew Nugget would come in. So the other thing with positive affirmations is I feel like I tell everybody to do positive affirmations, and they're so simple, but nobody does them, you know? They're like, I have a negative mindset. I'm like, cool. Why don't you wake up, do 3 positive affirmations in the morning and 3 positive affirmations at night before bed? And then they're like, nah. Or they're like, okay, I'll do it. And they've never done it, and they continue to have these negative thoughts. Like, if I tell you to do something like that's going to take like 5 hours of your day and a lot of your energy and time, like, I understand you kind of questioning me, but come on, guys, like, 3 positive affirmations in the morning, 3 positive affirmations at night. That's going to take, what, like 30 seconds to a minute of your day? It's going to take literally nothing from you at all. It's just that you kind of have to break through that uncomfortability of speaking negatively to yourself and start speaking positively, which I don't think should be really an uncomfortable thing. Like, that should just be the way that we are. So I want you all to change the way that you are with the negativity and start going with that positivity. As you do them more, you're gonna find that that's where your mindset shifts to. So instead of thinking like, oh, my legs look weird in these pants, you're gonna be like, dang, my legs look good and my booty's looking licious. Like, dang, I'm looking good today. It's actually low-key, you kind of will spend a little more time if you're doing this right, and you really are like focusing in on your time to create that positivity. You're going to find that you're spending a little more time looking in the mirror and just talking to yourself positively. You probably want to like sculpt out like an extra 10 minutes when you're getting ready to go out or something, or even go to the gym, because you're gonna like just be like, oh, okay, I'm looking good, I'm feeling myself. And I'm not even kidding, like that's quite honestly like what I do sometimes. I'm just kind of like put on an outfit, I'm like, oh, I'm looking good in this, you know, like negative thoughts don't even come in. Unless it's like a really, really unflattering outfit, then I'm like, okay, it's just the outfit, it's not me, you know? Like sometimes you just have those horizontal stripes, those sometimes just don't go well for us. Or I have like this like glammed up dress and it's just, it does not flatter my body. Maybe it flatters somebody else, but not for me. And that's okay. I say, it's the dress, it's not me, you know? Because the next thing I put on, I look fire. So that's how I want everybody to be. Like I literally want everybody to be like thinking like they're the best in the world. They look amazing. Even if you haven't reached your goals yet, like, I mean, quite honestly, if you have a goal and then you reach it, you should be forming new goals and continuing to try to get better and try to improve. So it's almost like you never do reach your goal, you know, because you're always reaching for the next thing. But I do want you to feel good at every part of your journey. Like, it's not like you're reaching for your goal because you're not satisfied. You should just always be like, I love myself, but I got more goals to improve myself. So things that you should be doing daily to reach this like confidence level, and yeah, just like really find that positivity in your mindset. So daily things. Like I've said a few times, 3 positive affirmations in the morning when you get up. I prefer for you guys to look in the mirror and tell it to yourself. I know it's like at the beginning that can feel really awkward, especially like I've been saying, we're kind of ingrained to be negative to ourselves. So if you need to just start off like talking to like you're not looking at yourself in the mirror, you're just talking to a wall, or like in bed, like just not with a mirror in front of you, that's totally fine. But I think that we should progress to like telling ourselves nice things in the mirror and actually physically looking at ourselves and believing it, like trying to believe it at least. And then 3 positive affirmations at night as well before bed. So that's 6 a day. Like I said, I'm asking for 30 seconds to a minute of your day with positive affirmations. I don't think that's too much to ask, you know? And then also when like a negative thought comes in, I always tell people like, combat that negative thought with 2 to 3 positive affirmations, right? And then really just focus. So these are daily activities. So focus on yourself, your growth, your goals, and only compare yourself to your previous self. You can't go comparing yourself to that Instagram model that's been doing her weight loss journey or doing her diet and workout plan 10 years longer than you have, you know? You can't compare your success to somebody who's literally been working in the industry that you're working in for like 20 years, you know? Like there is no comparison there. And even if you guys have been on this in the same amount of time, you guys, you're not the same person. Your body's not the same person. Your mind's not the same person. Like your education's not the same. Everything's different. So it's you against, come on, Meg. It's you against you. And then, okay, and she's back. And that is why this video gets views, because of the nug. And then also just having good posture, standing up straight and tall, like Nugget is. She's doing very good at modeling. Stand up straight and tall for your confidence. If you're like slouched over, you know, you're kind of like having like it just doesn't like even like make your mind feel like alive, you know, when you're not in good posture. And I mean, it's just also good for your posture, you know, good for posture. So the last thing on the daily to-dos, Kong ball. The last thing on your daily to-dos is to move your body. I'm not saying you have to go to the gym for like an hour or 5 hours. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, obviously, even when you are working out on like a structured regimen, you do want to be taking rest days. So just moving your body, whether it's like getting outside, going for a walk for like 10-15 minutes, and outside is actually a really good one to get outside during the days. That should be a daily thing too. It just helps with your mood, which helps with your confidence and helps with your positivity. Same with moving your body. And then also, as you move your body, endorphins can be released as you work out, which just helps again with positivity. And then moving your body just helps improve your health and your physique, which it's not all about how you look, but if you want to feel good in your skin, you have to get moving, get those endorphins. And if you do have a goal, then a weight loss goal or like a fit goal to change your body composition, moving is going to help that, right? And then you just are always in a better mood when you move. Like I said, endorphins. When you're an object at rest stays at rest, an object in motion stays in motion, and it just kind of like brings the mind to positivity. So next is your weekly to-dos for confidence. So one thing I like to do is, even if you're not big on journaling, this is kind of like a small journal activity. You just get to list out your strengths and read them. So you can read them every day if you want. You can just read them every week and add to that list as you think of more things, or as you gain a new strength. Maybe you weren't good at running before, and now you're like, heck, I'm a really good runner. Or hey, I wasn't really a weightlifter before, but now I'm up in the gym working on my fitness. Thought this was my video. And then another thing to do weekly, I would challenge you guys all to try something new. Step out of your comfort zone and try something new. So, oh my goodness. So that helps with your growth. It helps kind of transform your mindset into I am growing, I'm a new person, I'm doing all these new things. I don't know why she's digging in the couch. This is she's been sleeping a baby, and now she gets up. I'm energetic and I'm talking. She's like, somebody here, why are you talking? And then celebrate your wins. This one's huge, okay? So with my clients, every single week at check-in, I ask them wins for the week. What improvements have you seen? Even if it's the smallest thing, is I got in my 4 workouts when before I was getting in 2 or 3. Or I did an extra 30 minutes of cardio. Even if it's a small thing, or I did my positive affirmations. I think it's so important to celebrate all the wins, because that just makes it okay, I am improving. Even if it's just the smallest thing, I made dinner last night instead of going out, because then you're celebrating I am improving. Even the littlest things, your mind's yes, I am doing this, I'm doing so well. So every day you can do that, every week. It's probably easier on the week, because you can at least think of something for the week. And if you can't think of anything, you really need to dig deep and think of something, because that's going to just make you feel you're being successful. You're not failing. You did something this week that brought you closer to where you want to be. And on that, also reflecting on the week, just reflecting on what went well, what didn't go well, how can you change that, how can you propel yourself towards your goals next time. Accepting compliments is another really big one. So I think it's really funny. And I mean, I do this too. I think everybody just is weird when you get a compliment. You're oh, no, I don't, this shirt doesn't look good on me. You're almost no, it doesn't. Say yes, well, you don't have to say yes, but you can say thank you and really accept it in your head and be yes, I do look good. And then another thing that we do when we get compliments, a lot of the times they're oh wow, your shirt looks really good on you. And you're oh my gosh, thanks, your shirt looks really good on you too. You automatically just give a compliment. Oh, I love your shoes. No, you don't have to do that. They're giving you a compliment. It's not like they just, oh my gosh, now she's moving the chair. Nugget, do not drop my camera. All right. So yeah, it's not like you have to give them a compliment back. that you don't owe them that, you know, like, you can give them a compliment later, but I wouldn't just give one straight away right back. It kind of does sound fake too, because you're just kind of like accepting the compliment and giving them one when like they gave you one. Like, just accept it and like kind of like think about it and be like, yes, I do. Like, embrace that compliment, move on, and then if you really do like something about like their shirt or something, or that or the other thing, then you can compliment them. And then doing what you love. So I think it's important to do what you love. Like, don't always just walk around and like, okay, I'm working at a job. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job if you don't love your job. Maybe like your job is just something like that's what you went to school with. Maybe you used to like that field, now you don't. That's okay. If you do have the opportunity to switch, totally cool. But try to embrace the things that you love and do the things that you love. If somebody, and that brings me to the next one, it's kind of hand in hand, like, say no. Don't say yes when you want to say no. Say no. It's okay to say no to people. Like, don't overbook yourself and stress yourself out, because that just makes your confidence go down. It makes your positivity go down. It's harder. It makes your weight loss journey harder. Your health journey, because your cortisol goes up, because you're stressed out, because you're overbooked. And then you don't even want to do the thing in the end, you know, like you said yes to something, but you want to say no. So it's okay to say no. I wouldn't tell you to say no at everything, because like then you'll be missing out on good opportunities. Like a few years back, I was like, I'm going to say yes to every opportunity I have, which did put me out of my comfort zone. So say yes when it's something that you do kind of want to do, but you're afraid. I would say yes to those things, but if somebody like asks you to go out to a movie, like, and you don't want to go watch that specific movie, like, go say no. Like, you're just going to waste if you're going to the theater, you're going to waste your money, you're going to waste your time, and you're not even doing something that you want to do. You're intaking something that's like not even appealing to you. So yeah, do what you love, say no when you want to say no, and just step into your most confident self. The most important thing here is to do your daily affirmations, because like I said, why would you not but why would you not at least give it a try? It's taking 30 to 60 seconds of your day. It's really not taking up like much of your time, and then you're going to see some significant changes in your mindset, which is so important throughout like your whole life. But like every aspect of your life can be improved, and you can do that in all aspects of your life. Like, it doesn't just have to be about your body. Like, if you're dating, like, instead of saying, actually, this is a really good activity for you guys. If you have negative thoughts throughout the day, I want you to write all of those down on a piece of paper, write a line down the middle, and then on those negative thoughts, combat it with the positive, like a positive spin to it. So maybe like, well, obviously, like if you say like, oh, I'm feeling like bloated and fat today, like my clothes don't look good on me. Instead, say like, maybe the clothes I chose aren't flattering on me. I'm going to go change my outfit to something that looks better on me today. And I do look amazing. Or if like you're going for a promotion at work, like instead of saying like, oh, I'm never going to get the promotion, like I'm not qualified, try saying like, I am the person for this job. If they don't choose me, they are missing out, you know? Like spin it and then be like, you know, it's like on them, they're missing out, like I'm amazing. Or like same thing with dating, like, oh, I'm being clingy, like this man hasn't messaged me back, like clearly he doesn't like me. Instead, yes, I think that kind of whole thing, like dating and like putting somebody else in judgment of us, makes us crazy, quite honestly. Instead, say something like, you know, like this man would be lucky to have me. Like if he's not answering, then clearly he's busy. Like I don't need him to answer me every second of my life. Like I can give him like 24, 48 hours. Like it'll be okay, you know? And if it doesn't work out with him, I'm amazing as it is. So his loss. Yeah, so basically, I just want you guys to all be confident, say your positive affirmations, and I just strive, I mean, I would love a world where everybody's just walking around like I am the best in the world, you know? Like, obviously you'll have some bad days, but like, I think that everybody should be walking around feeling like they're the shit, because guess what? You are. Y'all can be, because we're all amazing, we're all unique in our own ways. So, thank you guys so much for joining. Please hit the like, comment, subscribe button below. And one thing that I do cover in my coaching programs, one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and then even in my course that I just launched, is mindset work. That's like, obviously I want my clients, because I want everybody to be confident as heck. So I try to teach all of this to my clients and try to get them to embody like a confident life and just a confident mindset. So I hope that you guys liked this. If you did, comment, subscribe, like, it really helps out my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.